Good morning, good evening, good morning to whoever you're watching on and all. Welcome to a new video by the Market Maker Group. Today we'll be discussing how levels are formed on the H4 time frame. But to go more in depth with it, we'll be going through levels, peak formation highs and lows, and periodic rises. So without further ado, let's get into it. So, levels. As discussed in the previous video about the market maker cycle, levels are long sustained runs of job. So I've discussed in the previous video that long sustained runs of job that basically start after the structure has been completed, basically indicating that a new structure, a new cycle is being formed. So they are usually formed in 3 levels in the market maker cycle after the structure has been complete. So once again, they usually, like our standard market maker cycle, is level 1, level 2, level 1, level 2, level 3, one sustained run of rise or drop, second sustained run of rise or drop, third sustained run of drop after consolidation. But once again, if you want to have a full gauge of what we're learning today, I would advise that you go back and you watch our market maker cycle video so you can understand what is actually going on. Number 3 is levels. So as we discussed, levels are combined with consolidation periods to further complete the cycle. So as you see on the drawing we have here, we have level 1, we have consolidation, we have when price starts is at resting point, it starts slowing down, it starts kind of taking back a little bit of the money back that they've given out, more or less, as a way of a trap. Then gives us level 2, then goes back into that resting point, starts taking some of the money back that has been made in that level, in that sustained run of rise or drop, and then it gives us our last level, after our last level giving us our structure to then continue the cycle going down. So the market maker cycle includes 3 levels, so it includes 3 levels. Consolidation periods, so after each level of rise or drop is complete, there's gonna be a consolidation period. After that consolidation period, another rise or drop, consolidation period, another rise or drop. And structures, peak formation highs and lows. Now we haven't discussed what are peak formation highs and lows, which we're about to go further into detail in this video. So what are peak formation highs and lows? Basically the star structure. The peak formation is the structure that is formed before every long sustained run is about to occur. So the peak formation run is the structure that basically sets off the long sustained trend run, depending on going up or down. So before every sustained run is complete, before every sustained run is about to begin or about to end, there's always going to be a structure that is completed before the long sustained run is about to shoot up, down, or start. So these structures usually occur with 2 legs before they are validated. Before they are valid. So more or less is these structures have basically 2 legs or 2 periods that have to be completed before it can be validated as a proper structure. The reason why there are 2 is because the first one is always a trap. The first one, the market makers always use it as a trap move to get people in there, people who are rash, impatient, who have poor psychological decision making, and who really know little about the market, who just know this. They go in there, some get taken out, some are in huge drawdown, hoping for something miraculous to happen, and most of the case they get taken out, some are over leveraged and their accounts get blown, thus completing their objective to take your capital. So the first leg is always the bad part. We trade the second leg. Wait for the second leg, because the second leg, more or less, the risk is reduced, and it's usually the point where it's validated, and it's usually when they shoot up, beginning the trend runs. So we trade the second leg because the first leg is usually a trap move used by the market makers to take capital, as discussed. So there are 2 types of peak formations. There's a peak formation low, the W, and a peak formation high, the M. So as you can see on the drawing there, we have the peak formation high with the first leg, second leg, that is being the M, beginning the downtrend cycle, level 1, level 2, level 3. And on the right side we have the peak formation low, which is a W, with the first leg, second leg beginning the uptrend cycle, more or less. So those are peak formations. So those are the things that we look for before the structure. Those are the things we look for before the cycle officially begins. Those are the things we look for before trend officially begins. So now we go into what is the main topic of today's video, which are time frame levels, H4 periods, H4 levels, periodic rises and drops. So what are periodic rises and drops? Periodic rises and drops are levels that occur on the H4 time frame. So these are levels that occur on the H4 time frame only. All these rules, all this concept occurs on all these rules of this time frame occurs on this time frame only. Because we're gonna go through every time frame and how it works of our strategy. So each level is completed per week. So each sustained run of price is occurred per week. So each level is completed per week. So this will require patience from you. Psychologically, it can be draining, but it requires you to build up your patience and your understanding of the market to know no matter what happens, you need to stick to your core foundations, which is level 1 structure, peak formation high, peak formation low, level 1, level 2, level 3 peak formation. You need to stick to your foundation no matter what happens in the market, because it's gonna be long. That long sustained run is gonna include traps, it's gonna include inducement, but as long as you understand your foundational principles of the strategy, you'll be fine. You just need to be mentally strong. Physically, it will drain you. But yeah, each level is completed within a week per week, and the peak formation structures get completed within 1 or 2 weeks minimum. So as I said, the peak formations, the formation of the peak formations will also be long. Those will be long. They will require patience, because that first leg will look like it's 2 legs, but actually it's just 1 leg, and that will psychologically prepare your brain to be like, I can enter there. And usually rashness, being rash, the expectation of making money, that desire to make money, to make profits, will play with your brain, thus causing you to take unnecessary trades, which will take you out. So mentally, you have to have patience. You need to be patient. You need to wait for what you're looking for. You need to understand that this is the long way. This is the long. Basically, on the way, you're in the waiting game. But if you grasp this, strategy, you will be clean. Once you understand, the patience will pay off, more or less. So half of the cycle can occur within 5 weeks. So a part of the cycle, which is the downtrend and the uptrend, will occur within 5 weeks, more or less. Consolidation can take up to a week, with the market maker trapping people both sides before taking out people. So consolidation can take up to a week in the periodic rises, which will cause a lot of havoc in the smaller time frames. But if you understand your core values, your higher time frame, because your highest time frame you're going to use in this strategy is the H4 or the daily, but the H4 models, and that consolidation will cause a lot of havoc in the smaller time frames, showing a lot of signals, showing a lot of this trade, but it's just consolidation. So more or less, you just have to be patient. You just need to know what you're looking for. So mentally, it could cause panic and distress and confusion, but the most important thing is to understand your core foundation of the market. So what I was explaining again was, honestly, mentally, this could be draining, but you just need to understand your core values of the market. Okay, so we're gonna end it here. We're gonna post a part 2 where we're gonna go through the charts, but for now, this is it. For now, goodbye.